MLB The Show's coverage of Major League Baseball is on the air. Today, it's the home opener for this new season between the Toronto Blue Jays and the New York Yankees. Folks around here in high spirits. Matt Vasgersian with you on a day that's been circled on their calendars since about midwinter. I'm joined by Dan Plesac. And Dan, as we get things going this season, it's pitching that has to be key if this team's going to have success.
Just like any team, pitching is going to be a key factor for this ball club as the year plays out. I'm sure the staff will have its ups and downs, but if they can pitch like they can, I think this team is going to be pretty successful.
Set for what should be a good one. Lineups and first pitch are next. Luis Severino gets the ball for the opener in front of these hometown fans. Dan Plesac, what's the word on him?
Hey, this guy was super sharp in his last one, only allowing one hit. He pitched really deep in a game to get the win in his last start. We'll see if he can match that performance in this one.
Striding into the box, Rowdy Tellez. And we are ready for some daytime baseball.
For Toronto, the designated hitter.
Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. In there, strike one. Well, this Yankee ball club entering play this afternoon here. It's been, all things considered, a pretty good start to the campaign as they have 4 wins from their first 6 tries.
Yeah, Matty, this is a classic case of hitting is contagious. They scored a bunch of runs last game, and this team is flying high right now. There's a fight at the bat rack.
Fastball called for strike 2.
Whew, that was some gas. Triple digits on the radar gun.
Oh, high, deep. That is a moonshot, folks. A long home run. So it's a solo home run here leading off the ball game. First home run of the campaign for him, and they've taken a 1-run lead.
Talk about hitting the ground running. Usually a leadoff man is a guy that takes the first pitch, trying to get the feel for the pitcher, trying to get dialed in, but not this guy. He's got that see ball, hit ball philosophy, and he does just that, launching that pitch out of here before the fans could even get settled in the seats.
Stepping in now, Kevin Biggio.
The second baseman, Kevin.
And a ball 1-0. Previous history with Luis Severino. He's 1 for 2. Base is empty here with nobody out. Up top, it's 2-0. And there are the umpires assigned to this one. Balls and strikes belong to Mr. Jerry Hillsdale.
You know, D-Row, I think Jerry Hillsdale is a very good hitter's umpire. Doesn't give much on the edges. He's going to make you put the ball over the plate.
Oh, I love me some Jerry Hillsdale. You have to come over those 17 inches. He ain't giving you anything on the outside corner, and that's the way it should be.
Here's Hicks to put it away, and that's out number 1.
Batting third, the third baseman, Vladimir Guerrero Jr.
Into the box now, Vladimir Guerrero Jr. 1 run in and 1 gone so far this inning. First pitch of the at-bat.
Let's get it going, boys. Somebody's loose, hitting 98 with ease in the first inning.
Grounded back up the middle. LeMahieu towards second. He's got it. Throw not nearly in time as he reaches it first.
Dan, that hit right there extends his hit streak to 8 games. Are you aware of stuff like that?
No doubt about it right now. He's swinging the bat really well, and after that knock right there, hey, listen, 8 games is nothing to sneeze at, so you can say, hey, he's gone a whole calendar week with getting at least 1 base hit, so there's a lot of positives going on right now.
First shot for him here with a runner at first now and 1 away. Oh, and 1 count and the pitch. And he's got to be more disciplined here. It's 0-2. So back-to-back sliders for strikes. Does he come back with yet another?
Hey, that's back-to-back really good sliders. I wouldn't be surprised if he threw another one right here. Looks like he's got that slide ball in his back pocket right now.
And a swing and a miss as they got him with the slider there, 2 away.
That's not an at-bat he's going to look back on and be happy about. Obviously, the strikeout result isn't good, but to go down on 3 pitches and none of which were even in the strike zone, as you see there, that's not a good look.
So that'll bring in Teoscar Hernandez as he looks at a fastball that's in there for strike 1. He takes his first cuts in this one with a man at first and 2 away. Ready with the 0-1. Swing and a miss, and he's in control. 0-2.
Woo-wee. That was some smoke right there. High fire right on by.
Guerrero is off at first with 2 away. And he couldn't get him to chase the 0-2 fastball. It's 1-2.
Hey, they tried to tie him up on that last pitch, so I like that they went away with this one. The execution didn't work, but I like the idea behind it.
The 1-2.
I got to count 2-2.
Is swung on and driven out to right center field. A ball that's well hit. And that one is gone on a 2-strike count with 2 away in the inning. So it's a 2-run shot to right center. First home run of the campaign for him. And the Jays have moved out in front 3-0.
Well, it's very early, but he's looked out of sorts from the beginning. They've already roughed him up for 2 homers, and they're not done yet. We'll see if he can regroup or he blows up. Could go either way at this point.
So digging in next will be Travis Shaw. As the first pitch here's a bit high, it's ball 1.
1-0.
Three runs already home here. A ball and a strike.
Hey, after that extra base hit, things could go awry. He didn't. He battled right back in his zone with a nice executed pitch.
That's a foul ball off to the left, and it moves to 1-2. Way inside with that one. A pretty easy take there.
Pretty good pitch right there. Fastball in off the plate. One of the things you want to do as a pitcher, try to stand those hitters up.
Hit hard back up the middle. Fielded cleanly. Throw on to Voit takes care of him, and the inning is over. So 2 home runs in the inning lead to 3 runs on the scoreboard. On now to the bottom of inning number 1. The Jays are out in front 3-0. Trent Thornton gets the call for game 1 of the series. What do you have for us on him, Danny?
Hey, you always like to begin the season on a good note. In his first start of the year, he did just that, picking up the win. There's nothing he'd like to do more than to get number 2 in this one here.
Digging in, Miguel Andujar. He'll lead things off here in the bottom half of the first.
Third baseman, Miguel Andujar.
Now here's the pitch. Now he starts to chase a pitch outside, and he can't pull the bat back in time. It's strike 1. And Dan Dero, the Blue Jays, as they enter play here this afternoon. Well, they've been playing some pretty good baseball. 5-2 over their last 7.
Yeah, Matty, this is a classic case of hitting is contagious. They scored a bunch of runs last game, and this team is flying high right now. There's a fight at the bat rack.
0-2 delivery. And a good bite to that slider as he swings through it for the first out of the inning.
Classic slider, down and away for the strikeout there. Not a whole lot to say about that pitch that hasn't been said a million times already. That's just a real tough pitch for a hitter to pick up out of a pitcher's hand, so they end up chasing when they're in protect mode.
So now to the plate, Thairo Estrada. As the first pitch misses to him, it's ball one. One and one. Grounded up the first baseline, but a foul ball. 1-2 now. Now here it comes. Got him swinging. Chased it well out of the zone, and there are two gone.
The main job of the number 1 and 2 hitters is to set the middle of the order up with an opportunity to do some damage. So when you strike both of them out, you're putting yourself in a pretty good position to make it through the teeth of the lineup without a whole lot of stress.
And that sends DJ LeMahieu into the box. As he'll take a look at ball one. And he lays off a fastball here that looked pretty good, but it's 2-0.
Back-to-back strikeouts in the first right here. Pitcher is setting the tone, pounding the zone.
From the windup, the 2-0 pitch. This one's down to third. Throw on to first gets him, and the side is retired. Nothing doing here this half. On now to the top half of inning number 2. It's the Blue Jays 3 and the Yankees nothing. Back now for the second inning in the Bronx, and here's Heidi Watney with an update on the weather.
Matt, light rain is in the forecast throughout most, if not all, of the game, but I've been told it's not expected to cause any delays. The grounds crew will just need to make an effort to keep the field as dry as possible between innings, especially the heavy traffic areas like the pitching mound and around the bases.
Yeah, Heidi, thanks. And beyond keeping the surface playable, I'm sure you guys would agree, it's avoiding the stops and starts that becomes important in games like this one.
Yeah, 100%, Matty. The biggest thing is if you're going to be out there, you want to grind with the boys. You don't want your starting pitcher having to be sat down. You don't want to have to go inside for an hour and a half, 2 hours, and then get refocused and restarted up again. Matty, you're so focused out there, you just want to compete and see the game all the way through.
1-1 to count. Fastball, when it gets by him, a swinging strike.
Boy, he center cut that fastball. It comes in the high 90s, but that's a dangerous location no matter how hard you're throwing.
The 1-2. Hit sharply on the ground, and that's through for a hit.
I don't know what side of the fence I fall on, boys. Old school, new school. I think I kind of stand right along that fence. But one thing that gets me jacked up is watching guys grind down in the count and drive base hits the other way.
To the plate now, Reese McGuire. As he'll take a look at a pitch too low, it's ball one. He's ready for his first at-bat of this early season contest. Now the 1-0.
That's a ball.
McGuire stands at 6 foot even. Bats left, throws right. He's in his rookie year here at the big league level. Now the 2-0. Runner goes for second. Down the third baseline. Andujar's got it. And the throw is wide as it pulls the first baseman off the bag.
Hey, that's great hustle right there out of the box. Not everybody's getting it right out of the chute from step one, but I have to ask you, Dan, how frustrating executing a pitch and there's an infield knock.
It is, D-Roy, and you can read that right off the bat as a pitcher. You can read the angle. You know that that ball is going to be hit on the ground, and you're thinking deep down inside, okay, there's a quick out, and it just wasn't meant to be.
That'll bring up Billy McKinney. He's ready for his first at-bat of this early season contest. Now the 0-1. Off-speed pitch in the dirt as he takes it for a ball. Ready on 1 and 2. This is on the ground over to first. And that is into right field, a base hit. And no sense risking anything here as the bases will be loaded now with still nobody out.
You know, that's sort of a tough one since it's only the second inning, but I think it's about knowing your pitcher and how they respond. He's had some struggles here, so I think he's just reminding him to let those go and focus on the next batter.
Rowdy Tellez the next to bat. He offers at it and hits it in the air to left. Catch is made in medium deep left center. Here comes the runner for the plate. And that'll bring home another as they open it up to a 4-0 advantage now.
Man, this is a spot where you really want to get greedy as a hitter. Bases loaded, nobody out. You're hoping for that big swing of the bat. What does he get? A sacrifice fly, and only 1 run scores. I'm sure he wanted more, but he's not going to complain about the RBI.
Now at the plate, Kevin Biggio. Flied out in his first at-bat, so make him 0 for 1 so far. From the stretch. And he lays off a pitch here that he probably shouldn't have. 0-1.
Hey, the way this guy on the mound's been struggling to find the zone, I'm not mad at the guy taking a pitch.
He's ready. Here's the 0-1. Late decision to swing that time, and as a result, it's 0-2.
When I broke into the league, not many guys were throwing that elevated fastball with that much velocity on it. The game has changed.
0-2. Here it comes. And he won't offer it that. Too high. 1-2.
Great mid-AB adjustment right there. Swung at the first high fastball and was able to take the second one.
And that one got a piece of him.
As a manager, you never really want to put a man on by a hit by pitch, but you absolutely hate to have it happen when it loads the bases. Now the pitcher is looking a little shaky, and the threat of a big inning is very real.
Now to the plate, Vladimir Guerrero Jr. Comes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch. Strike 1 to start the at-bat. Bases are loaded with only 1 out. Setting him up inside as he swings and misses for strike 2.
I never found myself on the mound in the big leagues, but it must be nice to be able to go to that good hard fastball when you're in a jam.
Here comes the 0-2 pitch.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Wow, that's 40 pitches for him already. This doesn't have the makings of a start that he's going to go very deep.
The 1-2 is swung on and missed. He got him. Good job of making him chase a pitch for the strikeout there.
Yeah, Matt, that's the advantage of getting ahead in the count. You can really force hitters to expand their zone and protect. And when they're in that mode, getting them to go after a pitch they can't do much with becomes a lot easier.
Into the box now, Bo Bichette, as he takes a fastball off the plate for a ball 1-0.
Even though we're still in the early going, I think this game's at a tipping point right now. They've got a chance to put this game out of reach, but if they can't score anymore here, the other guys feel like the door's still open.
A ball and a strike. Bases are loaded here, 2 down. And this one runs a little too far in, ball 2.
It often becomes harder to hit the zone when the pressure starts to heat up.
And this is pulled foul as he was way out in front there. The 2-2.
Looked like he tried to elevate a fastball on that 2-2 pitch there, but kind of overdid it. With a pitch that high, it's pretty easy to lay off if you're the hitter.
Had to sit back on the changeup, and he did a good job to get the bat on that one. The next 3-2. And a ball in the dirt as it gets away a bit.
Now batting, left fielder.
And it's times like these that a pitcher feels awfully lonely. I can see why he didn't want to be too aggressive. Last thing he wants to do is give up a grand slam to a dangerous hitter, but walking in a run is painful too. And here he is again, still with the bases loaded.
Jay Happ is going to come on in relief now, and he may be asked to eat several innings as this game is just still really getting underway.
Jay Happ.
Teoscar Hernandez digging in now. He hits here in a spot where he might be able to put this one out of reach.
Yeah, Matt, down 5, another run across here could very well put the nail in the coffin. Mentally, they might still feel like they've got a shot if they could get out of this jam, though.
Hoping to limit the damage, here's the pitch. Right through it here, and he's behind 0-1. 2 out, bases loaded. Swing and a miss, and he's in the hole 0-2 now.
He put himself in a good position, jumping ahead 0-2 with the bases loaded. Now we'll see if he can finish it off.
Nothing in 2 count, and the pitch.
As a hitter, you got to be staunch in your game plan. You know he has a nasty changeup, and you got to fight to make sure it's in the zone. That's a great take right there.
1-2, here it comes. To 2 balls and 2 strikes now. Bases are loaded here, 2 down. Two pitch is fouled away. From the belt, kicks and deals. Full count now, 3-2.
As a veteran out on the mound, that's a pitch that you expect to get a call on. Got to believe he keeps pounding that spot until he builds a rapport with the umpire.
Now the payoff pitch home. Weak roller right side. Scooped up. Throw on to first, and they're able to escape the monster inning as the side is retired. So they do strike for 2, but it could have been much worse as they strand the bases loaded. We'll go to the bottom half of inning number 2. Toronto leads this one 5-0. And that'll bring up Aaron Judge. A couple of hits for him in 4 trips in yesterday's game.
Lots of baseball left in this one as we're still early on, but you don't want to fall too far behind. They're already down by a bundle, and one of the things you want your leadoff guy to get on and set the table for the big boys to start driving in some runs.
And that's high for a ball, 1-0. And a good heater as he just watches this baby, a ball and a strike. No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike. Strike 2 called, and it's even at 2.
2 balls, 2 strikes.
2-2 is a swing and a miss. That's strike 3.
That is good.
And that'll bring up Gleyber Torres. He was not much of a factor at the plate during yesterday's win as he took an 0-for-4 line. First pitch coming. Here it is.
Nope.
Fastball just misses. That's ball 1.
Count 1-0.
A swing and a shot hit down the corner. And it'll fade just at the end and winds up a long foul ball. From the windup, the 1-1 pitch. Looked like he was on that one, but it's 1-2. Drilled right back up the middle, and that is through into center field for a 1-out single.
You don't see that too much in today's game. Most guys, it doesn't matter what the count is, they're looking to line them, drive the ball out of the ballpark. Not the case here. Good 2-strike adjustment, able to punch a ground ball through a hole for a single.
Giancarlo Stanton now, as the first pitch to him is in there for a called strike 1. He's ready for his first at-bat of this early season contest. The 0-1 delivery.
That's a ball.
Thornton offers up perhaps one of the nastiest sliders around, and it won't be uncommon to see a lot of off-balance swings against it, and it'll be easy to see why once you see it come out of his hand. He's got a huge break on it. One and two now as that one's fouled off. Oh, and this is swung on and missed. 4 strikeouts already, and that's out number 2.
Really good late bite on that slider right there. The best ones have that late action that just darts at the last minute. They're so tough to get the bat on, and when you've got that good slider going, it's a great strikeout pitch.
At the plate, Luke Voigt, as he comes up empty on a pitch right down the middle for strike 1. He comes in after a day of rest yesterday, so we'll see if it did him any good. The 0-1. Line to the right side. A leaping try, but it's out of his reach and into the outfield. The relay. And he's going to make it there, barely, as he's into second base with a double.
Hey, after that hit right there, Dero, that extends his hitting streak to 6 games.
Yeah, no doubt about it. 6 days in a row with knocks will help you sleep better at night, Dan.
In now, Gary Sanchez. Pitch is way outside, and he can't even get a glove on it. No movement on base. It's ball 1. Runners at second and third with 2 gone. And now here's a ball hit pretty well out toward right center field. McKinney is there, and he puts this one away for the 3rd out. So a great job there of working out a potential trouble. Yanks strand a pair. Need to get it going soon. It's 5-0. Welcome back to the Bronx as we check in with Heidi.
Thanks, Matt. In between innings, I was able to catch up with the manager of the Blue Jays to discuss his thoughts on his team's lineup so far. And overall, he's really happy with the at-bats they're putting together. Looking at the numbers, they currently have 4 hits coming from at-bats where they were behind in the count. That indicates that these guys are absolutely battling at the plate and making it very difficult for the opposition to get them out.
Okay, thank you, Heidi. All set for the start of the inning, and that brings up the left-handed hitting Travis Shaw. He's 0 for 1 after grounding out in his only trip to the plate so far.
Even though they're up by a boatload early on in this one, you can't get complacent and get lazy. They got to keep the gas pedal down because this team that they're playing can strike and score a lot of runs too.
37 years old. He's currently on a 1-year deal, so he stands to be a free agent at the end of this season.
Yeah, Matty, it's going to be interesting to see where this guy lands at the end of this season. A lot of variables come into place. He's had a long career. It's going to be interesting to see if a team steps out past 1 or 2 years for this player.
A 2-1 count to the Blue Jays first baseman.
That was a tempting pitch to swing at right there. A big power guy like this really wants something that he can elevate and drive out of the ballpark.
2 balls and 2 strikes now. A swing and a ground ball to third. But this is going to be a foul ball as that keeps things at 2-2. Trying to nibble here, and he misses to run it full now. 3-2. Randall Grichuk is on deck. Not surprisingly here, this is on the ground to the right side. And he'll step on first for the out. 3 unassisted.
The right fielder, number 15. Randall Grichuk.
So 1 away in the Toronto third. And the big right-handed bat of Randall Grichuk saunters into the batter's box next. Infield in the overshift here. Now the pitch. Weakly hit to third. On to first, and Happ's rolling now. 2 away.
Now batter.
Digging in, Reese McGuire. First offering on its way. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. And he watches a called strike at the knees. No balls and 2 strikes. A 1-2 count to the Blue Jays signal caller. The 1-2. Gets him looking up around the letters. 1, 2, 3 go the Blue Jays, but they hold a 5-0 lead. So coming to the plate, Aaron Hicks. And his guys have quite a hill to climb. Down 5-zip here in the early going. First delivery to him on the way. Slow roller down the third baseline. He's got it, and he'll reach first as they can't make the play on him.
I know that has to be frustrating from a pitcher's standpoint, but nice execution, nice hustle. Bottom line, nice hustle. Pitcher's still 1 good pitch away from getting a double play.
You know, D-Roll, one of the things you want to do is make quality pitches as a pitcher, and there's not much you can do right there. You make a pretty good pitch, and the next thing you know, you have a leadoff single on an infield ground ball.
Miguel Andujar is in for the second time now as he looks at a ball inside. 1-0. Lifted in the air to straightaway center. McKinney's there for it. Looks it into his glove, and there's 1 gone. Stepping in and ready for another shot, Thairo Estrada. 0 for 1 here in the early going. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Now a swing, and he gets him to pop it up. Here comes the right fielder, but he can't make the play as it finds the outfield grass. And as a result of that errant throw back in, he'll advance 90 feet here and move up from second to third.
I'm shocked he got to that pitch right there. In today's game of loading up, leg kicks, toe taps, dropping the hands, trying to create launch angle, that high heater usually gets by.
Here's the second baseman, DJ LeMahieu, as the first pitch to him is in there for a called strike one. And they're runners at the corners now. Comes set with the 0-1.
Look out, 1-1.
Sent on the ground out to second. To second for one. On to first as they get the double play to get him out of the inning. The Yanks leave one. They can't chip into that 5-0 deficit. In now, Billy McKinney. He'll try to get it going here to begin the fourth.
Number 28, Billy McKinney.
Infield shifted well to the right. Here's the first pitch. Not even close on that swing. No balls and a strike.
Hey, if you're able to blow a first pitch fastball by a guy, gotta believe that pitch is coming again right here.
I got a ball, 1 strike.
And that one misses badly. It's ball 2. Two and two.
2-2.
And now a pitch on the way. Skied into straightaway right. Judge is on the move. But he can't get there, and it bounces over the wall. It's a ground rule double.
Number 44.
Well, that will bring a smile to a manager's face every single time. First hitter of the inning just squares it up and bounces it over the fence. Even if it stays in the yard, that's a double either way.
Standing in now, Rowdy Tellez, as he will take strike one on the fastball here. No balls and a strike. A runner at second, nobody out. And boy, this at-bat is not starting off well as he's behind 0-2 now.
Oh, I love that pitch right there. Up and in, jam, sandwich.
Tries the slider to ring him up, but he lays off 1-2. And they come inside with the fastball, but it misses here, and it's back to 2-2. And he tried to hold up that time. We'll get an appeal down to third, and no swing. It's ball 3. He's set. Here's the 3-2. Now a swing, and he pops him up. This is right out in front of the mound. Andujar is under it as he puts it away for out number 1.
Now batting.
Digging in once again, Kevin Biggio. He was drilled by a pitch his last time up.
Yeah, Matty, you're not lying. Last time up, squared right in the back. Hopefully it doesn't stiffen up. I want to see if he can get through something right here.
First pitch coming. Here it is. Sends that one out of play for strike 1. Swing and a miss, and he's quickly in the hole. 0-2. 5 runs, 7 hits, and no errors in the game for Toronto. That misses, says the home plate umpire. 1-2. Where it misses, I'm not quite sure. From the stretch. Misses, ball 2. And it's up to a 3-2 full count now.
Wow, this is a pretty good at bat right here. From down in the count 0-2 to work the count back to 3-2, and he's seen a lot of pitches too.
Now the payoff pitch home. And that misses ball 4. So it's 1st and 2nd now with only 1 away.
I'm sure the manager is fine with that. He tried to entice him with that 3-2 pitch, but he didn't take the bait. First base was open, though, so he just needs to make a good pitch for a ground ball.
Stepping up to the plate, Vladimir Guerrero Jr. He's 1 for 2 in the ballgame. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. And he swings through a fastball and doesn't catch up with it. It's 0-1.
Hey, love the confidence in that pitch right there. Going right after one of the better hitters on this team. Not afraid to execute.
He's set. Here's the 0-1. Sliced hard on the ground. And that's through into right field for a base hit. And they'll hold that runner at third as everybody moves up a base, and they're loaded with 1 away.
Boy, it's so frustrating as a pitcher. You make a quality pitch on the inside half of the plate right there. Try to bust him in, D-Row, and he fights it off the other way.
Yeah, you tip your hat to the pitcher right there. He executed his pitch, but nice job by the offensive player fighting. It doesn't matter what it looks like. A knock's a knock.
Bo Bichette comes on with 1 gone here as he looks at a called strike 1. Oh, and 1 count and the pitch. Well, this is pulled in by the shortstop.
Up next to the Blue Jays, the left fielder.
Now at the plate, Teoscar Hernandez. He was a ground out victim last time up. Trying to hang a 0. Here's the pitch. And a high strike to begin the at-bat. It's 0-1. 5 runs, 8 hits, and no errors in the game for Toronto. That's over, but low. It's a ball and a strike.
Hey, there's not a lot you can do with a slider breaking down and in unless you catch it way out front. I like the idea of taking it and making the pitcher bring you something a little more hittable.
Pulled high in the air out to left field. Stanton is there as he makes the catch, and they'll tightrope out of danger as he strands the bases loaded. Blue Jays strand 3 as they're unable to add to their 5-0 lead. Next for New York, Aaron Judge. He's set to lead us off in the home half of the 4th inning.
The right fielder, Aaron Judge.
He's ready. Here's the first offering. Hit hard on the ground to short. Bichette picks it up cleanly. And quickly there's 1 down to lead off the frame. So the base is empty here with 1 away. And that'll bring up the exciting middle infielder, Gleyber Torres. Here comes the first pitch. Cut fastball in there for a called strike. 1 out, nobody on. Hit sharply toward the right side. Into the slide, and he comes up with a great catch for the 2nd out.
Well, we've mentioned the conditions aren't ideal with the rain coming down, and that can make every play a little bit of an adventure. You really have to concentrate, and he did there to haul it down.
And digging into the batter's box next will be Giancarlo Stanton, looking to put the ball in play here. He went down on strikes in his first at-bat. A fastball here as he'll take a look at ball 1, 1-0. Sent on the ground, but right into the shift. Throw in time, and the side is retired. Nothing across here this half of the inning. We played 4 full. It's the Blue Jays 5 and the Yankees nothing. Into the box, Travis Shaw. He's in to get things going here in inning number 5.
Number 6, Travis Shaw.
Ball 1.
And some action out in the Yankee bullpen now as a right-hander starts to loosen up. Can't sit back long enough, and the count evens up at 1-1. And the pitch.
Ball 2. Inside, ball 3.
Rendell Grichuk waits on deck. The 3-1.
Full count, 3-2.
High in the air and drifting out to shallow center. Hicks comes on now, and he has it 1 down.
The right fielder, number 15, Randall Griffith.
Rendell Grichuk at the plate now. 1 for 2 in the ball game thus far. Here it comes.
Yep, that ball went out.
Bases are empty, 1 man out. Fly ball out to straightaway right. Judge is under it. 2 gone. Digging in to try it again. Reese McGuire. A hit and 2 tries for him so far. First pitch coming. Here it is. And he holds up here, but the pitch is a cold strike anyway. And he fouls this one off. Low and away with that one. It's 1-2.
1 ball, 2 strikes, it down.
Lofted in the air out toward right center. In comes Judge. He's there to make the play, and that'll retire the side. Blue Jays go down in order, but they hold a 5-0 lead. Welcome back for the bottom of the 5th. Here's Heidi Wackney.
Thanks, Matt. I talked with Yankees manager Aaron Boone during the break about the team's offensive performance so far. And one thing he mentioned to me was the lack of discipline he's seeing out of their at-bats right now. He said their pitch selection has been the main reason for their struggles today, as far too often they've been swinging at pitches outside the strike zone. That's leading to a lot of soft contact and easy outs. So the focus going forward is on shrinking the zone and forcing the opposing pitching to throw more strikes.
Leading off.
Okay, thank you, Heidi.
The first baseman, Blue Boy.
First pitch of the at-bat on its way. And he throws the fastball by him here. 0-1.
That's not a pitch he misses very often. He knows he should have done something with that one.
Strike 2 swinging just out in front of the slider. Inside, as that perhaps will back him off a bit. 1-2.
Stone cold take right there. That fastball very well could have sent him packing back to the bench.
This one's outside, quite a bit off the plate that time.
He started this guy backwards, couple of off-speed pitches early, followed by back-to-back heaters.
Here's a fly ball, well hit. Racing back, the right fielder on the warning track. He makes the catch. Digging in for his second at-bat, Gary Sanchez. So far, 0 for 1 with a flyout.
Almost, Matty. Almost went deep his last AB. Certainly just missed it.
A swing and a drive sent out toward the gap. Out of here, into the visitors' bullpen. It's a solo shot here for Gary Sanchez. 7 home runs for him on the year now. As they get on the scoreboard here, it's 5-1.
I know hindsight's 20/20, but you can't throw that pitch to that guy. Don't forget, he homered yesterday, so you know he's locked in and ready to roll up there. We'll see if he learns from that mistake.
Into the box, Aaron Hicks. Swing and a drive. This one's deep to right, and this one scoots all the way to the wall. And he'll reach second now with 1 away.
That was a great job of driving that ball, extending his arms very well, was able to get it over the right fielder's head, one-hopping it off the wall for an easy double. That's one of those solid hits that you don't even feel coming off the bat.
And that'll bring up Miguel Andujar. Fastball in the dirt, and that's going to get away. And he's going to make it into third base now, as I believe that'll be scored as a wild pitch.
Well, he has nobody to blame but himself. With 1 out, a runner on third can come home to score all sorts of ways. That's why, as a pitcher, you have to execute pitches even better when there are runners on base.
Hit hard on the ground towards second. Throw to first is in time, but meanwhile the runner is in to score.
And here with the infield back, they were giving him the run on a ground ball, so he just takes advantage of that and drives the run home. Good approach.
Digging in now for the Yankees, Thairo Estrada. He's singled in 2 trips to the plate thus far. Here comes the first pitch.
Nope, that's inside.
The 1-0.
2 balls, no strikes.
2 out, nobody on. And a good comeback fastball there. It's 2 balls and a strike.
He is in complete command out on the mound today. He's got all 4 corners locked in, and now he's raising eye levels to boot.
Here now the 2-2. Here's a pop-up now. Guerrero is there to make the catch, and the inning is over. So it's 2 runs here on 2 hits, with one of them being the home run. 5 innings complete. The Blue Jays on top, 5-2. Top half of the 6th about to get started. Trying to pick things up where we left off. Billy McKinney. He doubled his last time through. First pitch on its way.
Nope.
And it looks like the Yankees will have a left-hander up and throwing in the bullpen. And 2-0 now as this misses below the knees.
He doesn't look like the same reliever right now, but listen, this is his 4th inning of work, and there aren't very many relievers that can go 4+ innings and be rock solid all the way through.
From the windup, the 3-0 pitch. Tough pitch to lay off, but he did, and it's ball 4, so the leadoff hitter is aboard to start the 6th.
3 of those pitches were definitely out of the zone, but that last pitch looked pretty darn good to me. You're not usually going to get many favorable calls on 3-0, though. You have to earn that spot.
So a runner at first now with nobody out, and that'll bring up Rowdy Tellez. From the belt, the pitch.
Nice job by the pitcher right there to establish himself back into the strike zone. Would have liked to have seen the hitter been a little bit more aggressive in that situation. Usually when a pitcher throws 4 balls in a row, that next pitch you could get super greedy right down the middle.
The 0-1 pitch. This is hit the other way out toward left field. Stanton has a read on it, and he hauls it in for the first out of the inning. Now at the plate, Kevin Biggio. It was a walk in his last trip.
Biggio.
First pitch coming. Here it is. Ball one.
1-0.
This is line to left, and that will fall in front of Stanton. It's a base hit.
Guys, that jacks me up right there. Kept his front shoulder tucked, the hip tucked, was able to stay inside that slider and drive it the other way.
Now at the plate, Vladimir Guerrero Jr. So far 2 for 3 in this one. First pitch on its way.
At the ball. Ball 1, no strike.
5-2 is our score here in inning number 6. Count now a ball and a strike. Two and one.
Hey, time to start making some quality pitches. He finds himself in a tough spot behind an account with guys on base.
Now the 2-1 pitch is in there for the second strike. Well above the letters with the fastball that time.
I don't think he can afford another base runner here, so whatever pitch he feels best about, whichever one he feels most comfortable with, that's the one I expect him to turn to.
Here comes the payoff pitch. Hit hard on the ground at first. One there. On to Voit, an inning-ending double play. So no runs here on a base hit, no errors, and one man left aboard. Heart of the order, 3, 4, and 5 coming up. It's the Blue Jays 5 and the Yankees 2. Standing in, DJ LeMahieu. He'll lead it off as we start the home 6th.
The second baseman, DJ.
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Now here's one hit in the air to the right side, and no one will track it down. Hit on the ground out to short. Bichette gathers it in. Throw to first is in time for the first out.
Now batting.
Here's big Aaron Judge. 0 for 2 here to start the afternoon. Here's the first pitch to him. And a fastball to start things out here. Not close. It's a ball and no strikes. High in the air down the right field line. And foul. One out, nobody on. And the slider's in the dirt as he lays off it for a ball. Inside for a ball as he falls behind to him here. 3-1.
Hey, he's had great command all day. Want to see how aggressive he is in the zone with a 3-ball count.
Fouled off.
3-2 counts are usually a time to challenge the hitter, but I think he'll be careful here. Shoot for the corner, and if you miss and you walk him, so what? That's better than him putting one in the seats.
And he lost him here on 3-2 as that pitch misses. It's ball 4.
And I'm sure the manager is just fine with that. I mean, it's better to battle a slugger like that to the end and end up walking him than serving one up where he can really hurt you.
So a runner at first now with one away, and that'll bring up Gleyber Torres. From the stretch. Low for ball one. Swing and a drive to right. There it goes. Looking up is the right fielder. Into the second deck and gone. A two-run blast to straightaway right field. Second home run early in the year. As they pull within one here, it's now a 5-4 game.
Hey, that's the price you pay right there when you try and sneak a fastball past this guy. Power hitter, and every power hitter in the league knows you got to start with the numero uno, number one, man. You got to get on the heater and adjust to everything else, and he did just that.
To the plate now, Giancarlo Stanton. As he'll take a look at a high strike that time, it's 0-1.
Hey, it's been a little bit of a rough outing for this guy in this one so far. And one thing you can look at if you want to get really picky, less than 60% of his first pitches have been for strikes.
Hit sharply on the ground. And just past his outstretched glove into left, the base hit.
Now back, first baseman, Luke.
Here comes a Toronto skipper out toward the pitcher's mound. And we're going to have a pitching change, as that's going to be all for his starter this afternoon. So he'll depart with the lead and a chance to be the winner, but he is responsible for the tying run at first. Jordan Romano will come on out of the bullpen as he'll be appearing in his third game this season.
Jordan Romano.
Into the box now, Luke Voigt. In the dirt here, and a nice job keeping it close. It's ball one. One 1-0 pitch on the way. Now it's 2-0.
It's a lot easier to hit when you're putting yourself in good hitters' counts. This guy's done a great job not swinging at pitchers' pitches. And when he's getting the ball in his zone, he's getting the barrel to it. He's been hot lately.
2-1 the count. Runner at first here, one man out. Just a bit high with the fastball, but didn't get the call.
We all know this guy is a great hitter. In a 3-1 count, this is just what he's looking for. He loves to hit when the count's in his favor like this.
Now this is on the ground to first. We'll see if they can get two. The second for one. On to first. And talk about doing the job out of the bullpen. One batter, 2 outs, and the inning is over. Yankees get a couple on the 2-run home run. 4, 5, and 6 coming up to start the 7th. It's the Blue Jays 5 and the Yankees 4. Ben Heller will come on and make his 4th appearance in this campaign. Next will be the cleanup hitter, Bo Bichette. He's hitless in his 2 at-bats so far.
Bo Bichette.
First pitch of the at-bat. The 1-0. High in the air down the right field line. Judge is over near the stands as he makes the catch for the first out.
Now batting.
Teoscar Hernandez will stand in here, but before he does, let's take you back to the very first inning. This was a 2-run home run right out of the gate that really got these guys off to a fast start. Now pitch on the way. Yanked the slider across that time, laid off for a ball. Bases are empty, one man out. Two and 0 to the Jays left fielder. This is foul right side. Oh, and I'm not sure I've seen a swing that bad even in a video game. It's 2-2 now. It's a high fly ball headed for the left field corner. If it stays fair, it's gone. Definitely had the distance, but it winds up a foul ball. Got him swinging. Chased it well out of the zone, and there are two gone.
Up next to the Blue Jays.
So digging in now, Travis Shaw. He flew out in his last at-bat. Here comes the first pitch. And he lays off there, 1-0.
Hey, they say solos won't kill us, but I got to believe this guy's looking to do exactly that.
There's a swing and a high deep drive headed for the right field corner.
But this one will bend foul. Had plenty of distance though as it landed in the upper deck.
This is hit the other way out toward left field. Stanton on the run. He can't get there, so the inning will continue. And now he'll get into scoring position with two away.
The right fielder, number 15, Randall Griffith.
Here's Randall Grichuk as he will look at a first pitch fastball for ball one. He's got a hit in 3 at-bats to this point. The 1-0.
2-0.
Big sweeping breaking ball right there. Good pitch. But if he wants to get him to swing at it, he'll have to bring it in a little bit closer to the strike zone.
The 2-0. 3-0 now.
Every base runner in a close game like this really matters, so you can't afford to be giving out free passes this late.
He's set. The 3-0 offering. And that misses ball 4, so it's first and second now with 2 out.
Now batting, number 10.
Ready now, Reese McGuire. He's working on a 1-for-3 thus far. Looking to keep this a 1-run game. The pitch.
That was a pretty good fastball after he walked the hitter previous. There was a little angry on that heater.
2 down, runners at first and second. Swing and a line drive. And that finds the outfield grass for a base hit. And a very important insurance run comes around to score from second.
Dan, that's a huge insurance run right there. Has to feel good as a hitter right there to not only get a ribby knock, but to give your team a little bit of breathing room.
It does, and it makes your pitcher go out there with a little bit more free and easy frame of mind instead of going in a 1-run game where every pitch is so important. You're 1 pitch away from a solo tying the game up. That's not the case now.
Stepping in, Billy McKinney. And it looks like this could be a critical at-bat in this one.
Well, a glance at my scorebook shows they haven't been able to get him out yet, so this could be a fun at-bat to watch.
Hoping to limit the damage, here's the pitch. And it's fouled away. The 0-1 pitch. Pulled high in the air out to right field. Judge is under it, and he makes the catch for out number 3. Blue Jays forced to settle for just the 1. 7th inning stretch time here at the ballpark. The Jays lead it 6-4. Ready once again, Gary Sanchez comes in 1 for 2 with that home run he hit earlier.
Even though we're moving into the back end of this game, they're only down by a couple of runs. You know that old slogan of bloop and a blast? They could certainly use that right now.
Now a fastball a bit too low here. It's ball 1. Some action out in the bullpen. Couple of right-handers starting to loosen up. The 1-0. A swing and a high drive to right center field. Right fielder looking up, still ranging back. And this ball is gone. No chance to make a play on that one. Solo shot to right center. His second home run of the game. And this will make things interesting at this point. It's now a 6-5 game.
Second home run of the game right there. He is locked in at the plate. You hear so many of today's players talk about rhythm and timing. Well, he is perfectly on time in the heart of the zone.
So now to the plate, Aaron Hicks. As he pops the first pitch foul behind the plate. 2 hits and 2 trips for him thus far. Here's the 0-1. They'll run this one in on him, and he can't connect, so he finds himself down 1-2 now. Did a good job to shorten up and protect the plate, and he'll have another shot at it here. Now another 1-2. This one's also hit well. Deep down the right field line. And a big sigh of relief on the mound as that nearly tied it, but this ball is fouled. They really bunch him up on that one as he swings and misses for the first out. That was a nasty looking slider that time.
Yeah, that was really well executed, Matt. A classic strikeout pitch. You think it's fastball middle in, then it starts bearing in on your back leg, and unless you hit it out front, there's nothing much you can do with that.
Here's Miguel Andujar now. As with one away, he can't make contact on the first pitch. It's strike 1. He could really use a knock here. 0 for 3 in the game so far. Ball 1. 1 out, nobody on. 2 balls and a strike now to the Yankees leadoff man.
I'd be real surprised if he goes back out away there on the mound. This is a count for a fastball challenge, and we'll see if he's ready for it in the box.
Into the windup. Here's the 2-1 pitch. Hit softly on the ground to third. And there's out number 2. Ready for another shot now. Thairo Estrada. He was retired after popping out in his last at-bat. First pitch coming. Here it is. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. 2-0. Fly ball out toward left center field. McKinney giving chase. He's there to track it down, and that'll end the inning. Yankees do get 1 on the solo homer. We'll march on to the 8th. It's tightened up a bit at 6-5 now. Zach Britton has been summoned from the bullpen as he'll do so to start the 8th.
Number 53, Zach Britton.
Coming forward now, the Toronto designated hitter, Rowdy Tellez. It was a flyout for him in his last trip. First pitch on its way. Oh, 1. Here's the pitch. Hit sharply on the ground. Fielded cleanly. Throw on to first in time, so the leadoff man is set down to open up inning number 8.
The batter
now in the box, Kevin Biggio. He singled his last time up. He's ready. Here's the first offering. Toss started to go down after it, and he couldn't hold back. It's strike 1. Bases are empty, 1 man out. Here's a late swing and a miss, strike 2. Right-hander starts to loosen out in the bullpen now. Here's the 0-2. Ground ball sent back up the middle. Reined in on to first, and there were 2 down. Coming to the plate now, Vladimir Guerrero Jr. 2 hits in 4 attempts to this point. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Swung right over the splitter there, 0-1.
You got to be paying attention as an offense in a hitter's meeting in this situation. When you got a guy on the mound that you know the bottom can drop out of any pitch he throws, you have to elevate your sights.
The 0-1 delivery.
Yeah, if he's going to pound the zone with this stuff all game, the offense better step up. Somebody's going to have to pull a trigger a little bit earlier in the count.
Oh, he went for the knockout pitch that time, but a good eye. 1-2. This is flared out towards second. And that'll get down for a 2-out single.
Man, he got the front foot down right there, kept the front shoulder tucked, and was able to stay inside that ball for a soft liner in the center field.
At the plate now, Bo Bichette. This will lay off a slider too low, ball 1. He's hitless in 3 at-bats to this point. The 1-0 is chased out of the zone for strike 1. 2 out with the man at first. Outside, 2-1. To short. He's got it. Throw over to LeMahieu at second, and that'll do it. 1 left for Toronto. They lead it, however. It's 6-5. Justin Miller is on to pitch out of the bullpen in the bottom half of the 8th.
Number 60, Justin Miller.
Digging in, DJ LeMahieu. He'll have a new pitcher waiting for him as we begin their half of the 8th.
This thing's far from over, even though we're moving into the back end of this game. Only down by 1. All they need to do is get this leadoff guy, and they're an extra base hit away from tying this thing up.
Hey, great job pounding the zone, strike 1. When you got a great hitter in the box, you got to get ahead. Count leverage is a must.
right there, and it's quickly 0-2 now. Nothing in 2 count, and the pitch. Hit back up the middle, and that is by him on into center field. So good hitting on 0-2 nets him a leadoff single. Cutting it close here, but he comes through in the 8th to extend his hitting streak.
Yeah, and he was staring at his last at-bat right there, or probably his last at-bat. Would have been tough to get him another AB in this one, but he's able to get it done.
Hey, better late than never, and I'm sure when he walked into that batter's box right there, he's thinking, this very well could be my last AB of this game, so if I'm going to keep this streak alive, going to have to do it right now.
He's set, and the pitch. And that's by him. It's 0-1. In there, and he's in control. 0-2 now. A runner at first with no outs here. Ground ball, foul down the left side. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. Way outside. 1-2. Fastball swung on and missed, and for the second time today, he's gone on strikes.
Really important time for a strikeout there, guys. Tying run at first, so objective number 1 is stranding him on base, and now with 1 out, it becomes a lot more difficult to manufacture that run.
Stepping in now, Torres. He'll swing and lift the ball foul off to the left and out of play. He's 2 for 3 and looking for more here. Oh, and 1 count, and the pitch. Runners on first with 1 down. Not close with that one. It's way above the strike zone.
One thing's clear. He's not afraid to pitch inside, right? One pitch ducks him away, then he comes right back with another one. So clearly this pitcher, he's not afraid to work that inner half of the plate.
All even now, 2-2. From the belt, the pitch. And this one's in the dirt, but it won't skip away far enough for the runner to advance. Right side, but it's going to be a foul ball. Payoff pitch one more time. And he missed with it. Ball 4. So that means now the potential tying run will move into scoring position at second.
Man, that's just painful for a pitcher right there. A 3-2 offering that was right on the corner, but he couldn't get him to chase, and he doesn't get the call. Can't beat yourself up about that one too much.
Standing in, Giancarlo Stanton, as he'll look to bring home that tying run from second with a base hit into the outfield. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. There's a fastball well off the plate for a ball.
There are a couple of points in every game that could decide winning or losing. This is one of those critical spots. Time to make some great pitches.
1 out with the possible tying and go-ahead runs on base here. Now a swing and a miss at a slider for a strike.
Hey, you know the pitcher right now, he's looking for that best friend, that double play ball. This is where you have to really be disciplined at the plate and make sure that you get a pitch that's above the knees that you can get in the air.
2 balls and a strike. A couple of righties starting to loosen now in the bullpen. The 2-1 is in there for strike number 2.
Love the fact the pitcher challenged him in that spot right there. Didn't love the location. But I got to be honest with you, I think he's got him on his heels right now. Don't be shocked if he attacks the zone again.
Fastball laid off well below the knees.
For the guy on the mound, this is one of those innings where nothing comes easy. He's thrown a bunch of pitches, and this AB hasn't been any different. Definitely laboring at the moment.
Now the 3-2 pitch. On a line to shortstop.
Now batting, the first baseman,
Anthony Bass will come on out of the bullpen as he'll be appearing in his 3rd game this season.
now pitching for Toronto, number 52, Anthony Bass.
Luke Voigt will be his first assignment here as he'll face him with runners at first and second and 2 away. Trying to hold the lead. Here's the delivery. And this is off the corner and low. Ball 1. 2 balls and no strikes.
What a great opportunity to come through right here. 2-0 count, runners on base. Find something middle of the plate and let it rip.
Short, hit hard. And the 2-out threat will not come to pass as the inning is over. Yanks strand a pair. This one remains close. It's 6-5. Tommy Kahnle enters from the pen to start the 9th inning as he'll try to keep the score right where it is heading to the bottom of the 9th. New inning set to get underway. Stepping in, Teoscar Hernandez. He went down on strikes last time up. From the stretch, here's the pitch. Called strike 0-2. Changeup called strike 3 as he rolls his eyes at the call. 1 away.
Well, that call looked like it was a little in the pitcher's favor, but it wasn't outrageous. Hey, listen, calling balls and strikes is a really tough job, and even the best are going to miss some from time to time, especially when they're sort of borderline like that last one. Not sure the hitter would want to hear that, though.
Standing in now, Travis Shaw. As the first pitch misses to him, it's ball 1. The 1-0 is laid off, but in there for strike 1. Action in the bullpen now as a right-hander begins to throw out there. He's set. Here comes the 1-1. Change-up just off the black, and it's 2-1.
And think about it. In game 1 of this series, they've already had to go deep into their bullpen. This could affect them for the rest of the weekend if they don't get really good starting pitching.
And the pitch.
Ball 3.
A lot of pitches away here, which is pretty much what you're forced to do with lefty batters here at Yankee Stadium. It doesn't take much to hook one out of here to right field with that short porch out there.
1-run game here in the top of the 9th. And he drops a change in on him there, and that'll run it full 3-2.
Great job on those last two pitches of varying speeds. Gave him a hard fastball, and then he locked him up with a changeup.
Now the 3-2 pitch. He loses him on ball 4.
The right fielder, number 15, Randall.
So a runner at first now with one away, and the big right-handed bat of Randall Grichuk saunters into the batter's box next. He's set. Here it comes.
Well executed fastball right at the knees. Going to be a long day for this offense if he stays in that spot.
0-1 count. Here's the pitch. Comes back with a fastball up and away that swung on and missed. 0-2. Got him swinging. Chased it well out of the zone, and there are 2 gone. Got him with a good high fastball there. Danny, we see a lot of that pitch in strikeout situations these days. What makes it so effective?
I think, Matt, what makes it such a tough pitch is you're changing eye levels. That fastball up looks so enticing to hit that you think you see that ball as a hitter, you think you can drive it, but it's really hard to get on top of that good high hard fastball.
To the plate now, Reese McGuire. No balls and 1 strike. Off the plate, 1 ball, 1 strike. Fastball called strike. 1-2. And he lays off it to even the count 2-2. Swing and a line drive. And this is a fair ball as it'll head for the 314 sign. And now it'll kick around in the corner. Not in time, and he's in there with a double.
Yeah, I think he was sitting on the fastball, so when he got the changeup, he was way out in front of it, but he kept his hands back long enough to keep it fair down the line. That's not always easy to do.
Into the box now, Billy McKinney. As he'll take a look at a strike right down the middle. It's 0-1. So far, 2 for 3 in this one. Comes set, the 0-1. Second and third, 2 away. Pulls this one into the air out into right field. Judge is under it. He's got it, and that'll get him out of the jam. Blue Jays leave a pair as it remains a 6-5 ball game. Ken Giles enters the game to finish this one off here in the bottom of the 9th.
Number 51, Ken Giles.
Gary Sanchez will get another shot at it here as we take you back to inning number 7. This was his 2nd home run of the ball game, as he'd like nothing more than to make it 3 right here. First offering on its way. Bottom part of the zone, and the slider is in there for a called strike.
He'll be fine coming out of the bullpen in this one if he can keep the ball around the knees like that.
And it's 0-2 to Sanchez.
Hey, this is interesting right here. Got him down 0-2. He's been swinging the heck out of the bat. I thought they would pitch around him. He's going to have to button it up a little bit.
Now the pitch. Swing and a miss, and that'll get a groan from the home supporters here. One away.
When your closer comes in and strikes out the first guy he faces, everyone on the team can kind of take a deep breath. Still have 2 more outs to get, but retiring that leadoff guy is always huge when you're trying to shut a game down.
From the stretch, Aaron Hicks comes on with 1 away as he looks at the ball. It's 1-0. Close there, but he doesn't get the call with the breaking ball.
Man, that's a great take right there. Backdoor slider, just missed the outside corner. This guy must have a really good eye. Most guys swing at that pitch.
Maybe a little jumpy there as he swings through the fastball.
Hey, boys, you talking about getting your ace swing off right here? That's what it looks like. A guy with massive power letting it eat.
Fouled away. 1 out, nobody on. And he fouls this one off. Another try at 2-2. A great pitch there as he couldn't get extended on that one, and he's down on strikes for the 2nd out.
Well, you have to feel pretty confident about the way this one's going to end up as a manager. 2 hitters, 2 strikeouts from the closer. There's not a whole lot more he can do to instill confidence that he's going to wrap this thing up without any problem.
The Yankees down to their final out, and striding into the plate, it'll be Miguel Andujar. First pitch on its way. Oh, had him chopping at that one. It's 0-1.
Hey, he's looking to punch out the side right here. And if this guy's going to do him favors and swing outside the zone, that's exactly what's going to happen.
Here's a fastball that crowds him a bit, and it's 1-1. And he takes one off the inside corner for ball 2. Now the 2-1.
That's ball 3.
Time to narrow your focus up there at the plate. In a 1-run game, he doesn't want to walk you, so there's a good chance he's going to get something to handle right here.
Giles is ready. 3-1 on its way. Fans on their feet in a 1-run ball game in the last of the 9th. Last chance for the Yankees. And he lays off ball 4. So now the potential tying run here is aboard late in the game.
Now batting, shortstop, Tyro.
Settling in now, Tyro Estrada. He'll be looking for something he could drive into the gap and drive home that tying run from first. Comes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch. In there, and it's 0-1. One and one. A runner on first with 2 away. And this is swung on and missed. So with that, they find themselves down to their final strike here this afternoon. And he struck him out for out number 3. So that'll wrap things up here as they leave the possible tying run stranded at first.
Yeah, that's what you want to do when you're playing on the road. Take it right to the home squad and get a win. Now the pressure is off. If they get one of the next 2, the series is theirs.
A 1-run game, 6-5 the final today. Toronto hosted a 3-run first to propel them to the win. Trent Thornton takes the win on the mound, his 2nd of the year. Luis Severino was unable to work out of the second inning as he saddled with the loss. Ken Giles earns the save out of the bullpen, his third of the campaign. So that just about does it for Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, Heidi Wackney, and our entire crew. I'm Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB The Show. For more, make your way over to theshownation.com.
Fans, our final line score this afternoon. First for the victorious Blue Jays, 6 runs on 13 hits. No errors. They left 13 men on base. For the Yankees, 5 runs, 10 hits. No errors. They left 8 men on base. Time of the ball game, 3 hours and 31 minutes. Our paid attendance here at Yankee Stadium this afternoon, 47,309. The Yankees thank you for attending and remind you to please get home safely.